Alright, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to the Rocketz League. I'm SP Revolution 5 and I'm going to give KongEdvard a call right now. He'll be joining me for this match.
10 seconds remaining.
And welcome, Kong.
Hello, hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. That last match, you just caught the end of it, so you saw the bloodbath that was afterward. But in the early game, things seemed stable. It looked like it was going to be a really close game, and then... well, CNB just went wild on them. Yeah. Things indeed happened.
That's what happens when a Spectre starts snowballing a bit, man.
Radiant team.
But I can already tell you, they're going to have a good game this time. Isurus have already got DDX, a Storm Spirit. Just so you know, LDS told me in lobby that hey, this is DDX. I'm just going by LDS now because... that makes sense.
LDX is DD.
Yeah.
So, if you don't mind, if you could take Isurus Gaming, because I'm gonna botch every name here, and so far I think it looks like CNB is a bit easier here to.
Yeah, of course.
You are the South American
expert,
the voice of the South Americans. Yeah,
Viva
exactly.
Brazil, even though that's not at all. That's Spanish, and yes, they speak Portuguese in Brazil, so that makes sense already.
God damn it, Revo.
Yeah, I know, I already messed everything up. Anyways, Isurus are going to ban out the Doom, ban out the Void. We got the, again, Respect banned Invoker, and of course the Brewmaster banned out by CNB. If they're not going to pick it, they might as well get rid of it. And they pick up a Lycan first pick. Yeah, we didn't see Viper banned out till the last phase last time, which I find really strange, because... in every other matchup, he's been like first pick, first ban, but these two teams have not played him nearly as much.
It's kind of crazy that hero. I really don't like it.
I said earlier, yeah, it's like, okay, so we don't like playing him, hero. We don't like playing against him, and we don't like watching him. Why is he in the game? The only reason he's picked is because he is effective. So you can't hate on that, but... No. He's just
when
like...
there's money on the line, you know, you want to pick what's best, you know? So
yeah.
I can't blame the people for playing the way that they feel is the most optimized way of winning games for them, but
it's just like...
don't condone the hero.
Casting a team fight with Viper is just like, and he's right-clicking, and he's right-clicking, he's right-clicking, he used his ult, he's right-clicking some more, and they're dead. Because the other hero can't do anything. They like turn around like, hey, Viper, let me... nope, you're dead.
There's nothing you can add to it. It's just, yeah, so Viper killed this guy. And yeah, so he killed that guy with a Viper strike.
Or they jumped on Viper and Viper died, and the other team finally won a team fight.
Yeah, exactly. Or like, they killed the Viper, but they lost 3 towers in a Roshan or something, because that hero is just too goddamn hard to kill off. Oh my god. Well, Revo, I'm happy that we're not going to be casting a game here with Viper, that's for damn sure. And,
well, we might still be. He's not banned out, Kong.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you... oh, I was...
we were still...
looking, so I thought...
we were still not talking, yeah. Like, we were still thinking, where is he? Ooh. Are we finally going to see this combo? I've been wanting to see Shadow Demon Razor in professional play for quite a while, and no one ever actually drafts it.
Does that work the same way Astral does?
Yeah,
you know,
like you link them, they get disrupted, it's still linking them.
Yeah.
It's the last known location as the hero. Yeah, it's that and Bane that are really good there.
How about Phase Shift?
Phase Shift still works. That's why Puck has fallen out of the meta, because Razor is so in.
That's dumb.
It doesn't make sense, yeah. And I think that could be a reasonable nerf to Razor that, like... I mean, it would be more like a bug fix, but just if your hero's not on the map, it breaks the link.
I feel like it's a bit of a bug, honestly, that it goes through not only Astral, but also Phase Shift. The very...
there we go.
Fucking...
Radiant team...
well, I mean, Isurus had a rough match. You can't blame them. They had a rough match. They're already up against a Lycan and a Razor.
It's a good pickup here. I feel like it's a good meaty lineup here. Centaur is a
for both teams
counter though.
Yeah, because you get slowed, Centaur presses R, everybody runs away, and engages the next 6 seconds when that hero isn't slowed.
Radiant team.
And I'm very glad they ban out the Dazzle here. Centaur Dazzle is just like, guys, we finally got him on low HP. Shallow Grave? What? No! Oh, yeah, let me edit the titles to put you in here.
Oh, lovely. That's
Yeah.
fancy.
10 seconds remaining.
AA being banned out. Okay.
Dire team pick.
Yeah, and AA probably because they've got a lot of region-esque stuff with Lycan, with the Vlads, and then Centaur, it's an easy way to kill him, in other words, because 10% of his HP is like 20% of a normal hero's HP.
Exactly. He's a really big hero.
I like this, though.
Oh.
Isurus has tons of lockdown. Every single hero on their team has a source of lockdown. I'm going ahead and counting Viper's ult as kind of enough of a slow to be a stun. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I can agree to a certain extent, yes. That is correct.
Yeah.
Your displacement is minimal, to say the least.
That's why they pick up the Shadow Demon.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kunkka!
And it's the classic matchup, Kunkka versus Tide.
Yeah,
like,
that's interesting. I actually, oh, right. That's correct, man. I didn't even notice that one. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I actually casted, who was that? That was Team NB versus, oh my god, I'm being tested here. Team Assail, yeah, there we go. And they played Kunkka today as well.
Where was that?
There's a trend here today with it.
JDL?
Yeah, the JDL, the Asian scene.
Okay, that's why I haven't heard of those teams. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, who?
You're like this South American dude with some European, and I'm like the Asian dude with some European.
Yeah, I go to like co-cast with Lily every once in a blue moon, and it's like, yeah, we've seen CNB do this, and everyone on the chat's like, who dat?
Yeah,
what the heck?
It's true though. It's true. And
are they a
come
team?
In here and say NV and Assail. It's like, who dat? It's the same.
No Viper?
The same response.
No, different team.
Right, exactly.
Anyways,
it's kind of interesting how different the metagames are. It's kind of cool.
Let's go ahead and get into our introductions. I'll go ahead and introduce Isurus, and then I'll leave you with CNB. Of course, your casters are SB Revolution 5, myself, and KongEdvard on the other side of the Skype call there. We've got Nadara over here on the Earthshaker support. DeYoung will once again be playing the Shadow Shaman. Hope he has a better game than last game, because they just beat him up every chance they got last game. Fullback will be on the Safe Lane Viper, probably going to be building the mech. DDX, or LDS as apparently he's now being called, is going to be on the Storm Spirit mid lane. And up in the off lane, we've got Dolce as the big green watermelon Tide Hunter.
Yeah, and on the Radiant side, we do have CNB, and in the Safe Lane here, it is going to be a dab on the Kunkka here, supported by Geraldo on Shadow Demon, as well as ADR on Razor. Excuse me, I think this is an interesting lane here. We'll get back to that, and you can rant about that. But yeah, in the mid here, Wesley Safato is going to be playing the Lycan here, and don't laugh at me.
No.
Matt is going to be playing the solo off-lane Centaur Warrunner here. So, enlighten me, man.
The only reason I laugh at that is Wesley Safadou is apparently the Brazilian Justin Bieber, and it's like Safadou. They told me. I still can't say it right. Yeah, it's a weird nasal like sound. Anyways, this tri lane is very interesting, and I want to go look at it, but at the same time, there was a first blood attempt with an Invis rune. They didn't go for it.
I had the exact same thing happen in some Asian game as well. I can't remember which one it was, but they didn't. They went Razor with Juggernaut Juggernaut support instead.
Yeah, and we've seen Juggernaut support take a big rise lately.
Oh yes, indeed. It's just and the Kunkka as well. It's just very interesting. I love this.
And I've seen support Kunkka before, like ESL, and when they started doing it, I don't remember who it was, but it was a Brazilian team. It was like the guy who sold the really expensive courier back in November.
Oh, for like
$10,000
or
something like that. Yeah, but I really think it's very good, especially when you have a great setup stun. And there's practically no better setup ability than Shadow Demon's Disruption, because he can also provide a damage increase to make it like 2 nukes at once, in other words.
Yeah, sure.
Now, Tide is going to make this a tough lane for them simply because he doesn't really care about his lane presence. If he can get 3 levels or so and get like 2 points in Anchor Smash and then get a 4 stack of Ancients,
Well, top.
he'll be fine.
Ned
Oh,
might go down here.
Ned will go down actually for first blood over to fullback.
Yeah.
Did you see how that one happened, or?
We had Nadara and De Jong go in from the from here.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it was center up around here, and he just kind of got baited out. So.
Yeah, and De Jong actually didn't have
happened.
any skill points put in his skills until way after First Blood, so it was pretty much just the Earthshaker stun there.
Yeah. All right. Well, DDX. I swear to God, I'm gonna say LDS at some point. So
But
please
yeah.
bear with me, guys.
No, it's okay. I've been
DDX.
calling him DDX as well, because this is why I don't get it. He's a legend. Why change your name? It would be like if Dindy changed his name, except
Oh,
in
that
South
would make
America.
sense.
Like, yeah. It's like there's no like, oh, DDX such feeder. No, DDX amazing Invoker, amazing Storm Spirit, amazing Puck. Yeah.
Oh, dear
Anyways,
God.
oh, we got a
I don't
smoke
understand.
on bot. They want to go for this stack
Yeah,
or
it's gonna
something.
be Kunk and Shadow Demon coming in here.
They don't have anything to block it with.
Not really sure what they want to get out from this. This is Tidehunter that they're going to go into and under tower.
And he's very hard to kill.
Yeah, he's the definition of hard, basically.
He's
you
basically
don't
like
get-
a rock, yeah. You can't really
Yeah.
just,
Dire's
oh, we'll
bottom
just
tower is
harass
under
him
attack.
down. No, he's got damage block. Oh, we'll just get in his face. No, he's going to Anchor Smash, and you do 60% less damage. Oh, this also goes through Magic
Yeah,
Community.
it's-
They are going to go in right now, though. We do see the Torrent get thrown, but it's not enough. The Howl was there just in case they did manage to take a fight, just to have that extra bit of damage.
Yeah. Alright, so Hasteroon's gonna get spotted here. Geraldo's actually gonna be able to take that one. It's gonna come Disruption and Soul Catcher. Everything's gonna see Storm Spirit here and
Radiant's
think
middle
that
tower
he's
is
probably
under
gonna
attack.
revise his next action here, course of action.
Yeah. He did at least get that regen rune, which is a very good rune for Storm Spirit, because he does require a lot of mana regen anyway. And in lane, until you get your Orchid or anything, you really don't have any mana regen. So,
I know that we're supposed to be objective, but is there anyone we're rooting for here? Or you? Or,
Honestly-
who's the underdog?
I'd say Isurus is the underdog slightly, just because they lost the last game. But these teams are very evenly matched. CNB probably have a slight edge, and actually X into Torrent. We've got Howl coming out, and DDX, he throws out a stun, but other than that, he knew he was already dead. Picks up a TP, and gets ready to come right back to lane. An easy pick off for them. Nadara just couldn't get there in time. Anyways.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, but yeah, as you were saying, these teams are pretty even. But do you have a favorite here? Like,
Well,
a
CNB are my boys.
CNB's your boys.
They're the ones who have helped me get where I am today, pretty much.
Yeah, those kind of guys.
Yeah. So
I have the same
I love
relationship
them
with
in a
Envy.
way. With who?
With Envy.
Oh, Eternal Envy?
No, Team Envy from Australia.
Oh, okay. I was about to say,
the most-
you do?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
The thing
Oh.
they're most
Uh-oh. This is an awkward engagement.
Dire's bottom tower
Geraldo was
is
going to
under
jump on somebody. Didn't quite get in range there. And
oh,
then...
the Curry is actually gonna spot it, punch you off though.
Yeah.
What are you doing, man? Your damage is 59. You're not supposed to go on the Curry. You're supposed to run away. That is a Storm Spirit and an Earthshaker. You cannot.
Dire's middle
Yeah.
tower
And Ned was
is
just
under
like,
attack.
don't worry, I'll come help. And Shaman's just like, hi, I have shackles. Let's just stay here for a second, buddy. Let him die. And they just couldn't respond. Kunkka even came up like, okay, guys, now what? And actually, Nadara is going to be in a bit of trouble here. Ned with the hoof stomp and the double edge. There's a Howl out as well. They want to pick him off, and he's going to run straight for the tower where his team is waiting.
Yeah.
This dire tower now. And actually, ADR TP's in, gets hexed up and slowed immensely by the Viper. He may have drained damage, but falls in the process. Viper will get lifted there, but manages to take out the Centaur in the end. Is taking a lot of damage, but he picks off 2 kills and ends up falling.
Finally, Viper goes down.
It's a good trade, though, right?
I think so.
Yeah. I mean, in the end, they do that. Oh, Nick Nup, thank you so much. Pada is the one who sold the courier, and he's playing Kunkka in this game. It makes sense now. He's got his nickname backwards, because that is something I'm going to recognize.
Radiant's bottom
There was the other
tower
week,
is under attack.
Isurus played, and they didn't realize that this league is not ticketed, so you don't get the automatic names. And they'd put a joke in the lobby as, like, two of them had the same name, but then I'm sitting here casting the game, and two of them literally have the same nickname. And I'm like, really?
Oh, man.
Really?
That's so annoying, though. Like,
And I mean, it's not their fault, because they didn't know. They assumed it would just fix itself, but
yeah,
I was just face-palming so hard.
Yeah, in JDL, though, when people are, like, not using their correct teams and not using stand-in tags and stuff like that, that just irks me a bit.
Yeah.
It's just a bit of a more hassle. But
Okay, we haven't looked at this stack, but it's gotten pretty
what
big.
Is it? 1, 2,
4?
3. It's
I
a
wanna say?
quadruple stack, yeah.
Yeah, and it appears to have been farmed, so it could have been more than that recently. There will be a DD spotted out here that Lycan has got his eyes on.
I mean, Anchor deals a lot
But the team coming in from behind Razor as he tries to aggress on the tower. We are going to see a Hex and a Shackle used, but a nice three-man torrent to pick them all up. Lycan with the Howl and the DD. Shaman goes ahead and falls to the Wolves, and now Nadara in a lot of trouble. He does have haste form. He's just going to keep chasing here. Wesley Salvador.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Oh
attack.
my goodness.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Like, I'm level 6. I found a double damage. That torrent, too, was just beautiful.
That was that was beautiful.
It was priceless.
That was contemporary art in the making, let me tell you that.
Now, I don't know if you were around for this one, Kong, but a week ago and last night, which I know you weren't around last night, but about a week or two ago, we had a match with Kunkka, Pew Pew was playing, and they did Kunkka Tinker. Have you seen this yet? No. Kunkka gets level 8 and sits in the fountain, so he can X-Tinker as he TPs out and bring him back for free.
Oh my god.
They haven't lost with it yet.
Oh
Especially
my
when
god,
you combine Beastmaster with the Hawk. It was like...
What the hell?
Like, at that point, once they get Boots of Travel, Blink Dagger, and a Dagon, and then Kunkka has level 8, I just sit back and laugh, because it's over.
Oh my gosh. That's disgusting.
Yeah. Nade, he stomps, he goes ahead and throws out the double edge onto Viper, and Viper gets taken down really quickly here. He is going to go ahead and charge forward. Oh, where's fullback? Here. Oh. Oh, yeah, duh.
Dire's top tower is
Wow.
under attack.
Facepalm, Revo.
I was trying to make an American football pun.
Yeah.
But, well, I don't know.
It makes sense, yeah. It's a reference, at least.
I think I've watched some American football.
Dire's top
Yeah,
tower
I've
is under
probably
attack.
watched as much as you have at this point. I don't pay much attention to it. We are going to see a TP in from the Viper. Ned and ADR are going to get stunned up here by the fissure. Hoofstomp comes out. Ned's going to end up taking the fall. They didn't have the Centaur charge out there because they actually used it just to try and chase down Nadara, which didn't end up working out. CDX is doing okay mid. He's got an Oblivion Staff at least done at this point if he buys the rest of it out. And, yeah, there we go. 10-minute Oblivion Staff, that's not bad. It's not really the level of farm we're used to seeing from him. But it's still okay. He's 67 and 7 right now, which is impressive farm, but Lycan is just as impressive on the other side, sitting on a Vlad's and most of an Necronomicon.
Oh my dear god. Yeah, that is crazy. He's gonna get, what, Necro 3 at, like, what, 15?
15, 16 minutes. Now, the Dire have taken down the first tower, but, Lycan takes down one of two. Well, actually, it's the second tower. I forgot about the one bot. So, Lycan's still ahead. CNB with quite a gold advantage, or a whopping 500 gold advantage with those two towers. And a pretty decent XP advantage. They've been able to get some good kills. Their support's been really...
You can buy your own magic wand.
Yeah, exactly. They've got a magic wand for the entire team has to share off of those towers.
Yeah, exactly.
I have to say, some of the games in this league have been pretty one-sided. But for the most part, the first 20 minutes of the game have been so close. Like, I'm talking under 2k gold XP advantage for either team. They've been really exciting games.
In general? Or?
In general.
Yeah, because this one is pretty good so far. I mean, 5
Oh, yeah.
6. This is pretty
Radiant's
close.
middle
And,
Tonight-
Smoke is gonna come out as well.
Tonight, as these guys are smoking up and not going to find anything, spoiler alert. Oh, wait, they're going to take the stack. Forget that.
Ah.
They don't need to find heroes. They're going to find so much money, and Tide is going to come around and find...
Oh, giddy, yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh, he is in some trouble here.
Dire's
no.
top tower is under attack.
Oh, but...
Radiant's
that was
middle
interesting.
tower is- Radiant's middle
the
tower
fails?
has fallen.
Can we send that to Fails of the Week?
Probably.
Because they put down the X, they put down the Torrent, and then Shadow Demon's like, don't worry guys, I got this. Disruption. No.
Dire's bottom tower
Yeah, that was
is under
very
attack.
interesting.
Yeah, and actually DeYoung is going to stun up Ned. They didn't take down too much of the stack in the end.
Going a wrong way here. And
Oh,
actually gonna
gosh.
Commit Mass Serpent Wars to this. Wow.
I should be honored.
But
That's
that's a good commitment here, I think. They're keeping Ned in the dirt. He's 1-5 right now with 12 CS. He has virtually no game impact at this point. Now, they do try to pick off GRD. There is a nice defensive disruption alright now, but he is going to take down Lycan in the end. Geraldo will get hexed up to stop the TP, and he'll get taken down as well. Fullback is a monster at this point.
You be immune.
yeah, that fullback.
Okay, they are taking the stack, though, in the end. Yeah.
Yeah, on. You told me it was ADR last time.
It is ADR, yes.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Most of
I
the
know
the mainstream casters like Toby and BTS, they don't realize it, and I sit there and I'm like, guys, it's ADR. Oh my god, guys, it's ADR. No, it's ADR. Not 40R. I called him that for a while, and I kept wondering why the Brazilian players were like laugh, and then they'd type out 4DR, and I'm like,
Level.
what is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the
that's
Fnatic
it.
DK game with Tinker and Shin, only it's better, Joey, because it's like on-demand instant recall. The sad thing with that is, it could never be used in a pub game because Kunkka would get an abandoned. Because all he does is sit in the fountain for Tinker. It's like an only pro-game viable strat, unless Kunkka is okay with getting an abandoned, but then you literally have to play back through low priority.
I mean, that would probably not.
Yeah.
be too low.
Ned is going to charge out, and actually Dolce is going to pop off a Ravage there to pick off Ned yet again. There's a boat out, doesn't do too much damage. Kunkka just going to TP away as well.
Yeah. All right. So
I don't know.
Yay.
Kolokora.
God.
Viper is just, I mean, he's good. He needs a nerf. And I think one of the nerfs we could see come out to him is that under Viper Strike, Corrosive Skin, or Poison Attack, you can be denied. Or even just Viper Strike or Poison Attack. Or just Viper Strike would be viable
Dire's
enough to
bottom
be
tower
a
is under attack.
reasonable nerf to the hero, because the core build is mech into either BKB or Ags, and then get the other one that you didn't get.
Yeah.
Unless you don't need a BKB because the team has no lockdown, in that case, just build some damage or a heart. I mean, it doesn't matter. They're going to be taking an easy Roche right now, using the wards for it as well.
Roshan
And it's
has
actually
fallen to
really.
the
Oh,
They're giving it to DDX, yeah.
Leaving the egg is there.
They need to give it to DDX, though. He needs to survive longer to secure the rest of this Orchid, but he also needs to fight right now. They need him to keep making an impact to hold off the aggression coming out from Lycan, and the fact that Razor is just insane. If DDX zips in, gets drained by Razor, and then zips back out to break the drain...
DR is actually going to get caught out here. Echo Slam is going to be
Oh,
committed
gosh.
here as well.
Yeah, oh, and he wasted his ult! He popped the panic ulti right at the last second there, and that does nothing as Razor. It's kind of like popping your ult to Sven, like, cool, you got a buff and you lost it.
Yeah,
Centaur is going to charge him in up here. Dolce does not have a Ravage available. And Double Edge going to help bring him down very nicely.
They want to re-engage here. One thing to note, though, is, I mean, by the time he's up again, Razor, that is, he's only going to have 25 seconds or so until Ice Storm is up. So it's not really that consequential for him in the, yeah.
Thank you.
And Kunkka dies somehow?
Radiant's bottom tower.
Yeah,
is
Kunkka
under
got
attack.
picked off on the bottom lane by this trio. There are three TPs coming in here.
Wow.
And DDX is just like, come on, catch me. Oh wait, if you do, I have an Aegis, and you can't because I have Ball Lightning anyway. Have fun.
Have fun.
This guy he's a monster on Storm.
He's actually going to go in here. He's going to step in and go on Giallo first. It's going to be
He's silenced.
First here.
He did.
Crazier coming in here as well.
And they're going to drop the wards. And De Young's like, I can die, I got my wards down, who cares? Dolce's like, well, Dolce actually is taking a ton of damage here. This is not a great... Yeah, ADR won't be able to get a deny, and he is going to manage to pick off Tide as well. But that is a tower going down to the Dire, yeah. So in the end, I think that's worth it. And they might pick off GRD on the mid lane. He does haste up to try and get out of there. And there's not quite enough mana on Storm to get in range. But Nadara, in one more hit, will do the job. Fullback. Viper's so good. Just so good.
Damn. That was crazy. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the play coming out from Storm Spirit was really immaculate. I feel like that was a good call going in there.
The other thing is,
Really
Nadar's been able to get his Blink Dagger already. It's 18 minutes in, and your support Earthshaker has a Blink Dagger. The Centaur on the other team can almost buy his Blink Dagger.
Yeah. Not really too good, but
Oh, and Earthshaker also
like,
has more expensive boots, so...
yeah, that's true. I mean, you can't deny that. Those blue boots are just in more fashion.
Yeah. They match Storm Spirit, and Earthshaker, I've heard, has blue eyes. I've never gotten close enough to tell. They kind of look black and beady from this distance, but... I mean, you gotta be stylish on the map.
It's true, man. It's true. You gotta have those UGG boots, you know?
Yeah.
If you're white.
Earthshaker's brown, though, so... But let's not bring race into this. I gotta say, Kong, I do love casting with you, man. You are just a ball of fun.
It's always fun casting with you, man. It's just nice and relaxed.
Yeah.
I love it.
And the thing is, when I don't have a co-caster, I just start spacing out. Because I have no one to, like, yeah, you guys get that? Yeah, we get that. It's just like, And I cast bad. So, I am so thankful for you being here.
Wow, dude, I don't know whether or not I agree with that, but, yeah.
No, like, I cast bad solo. But with a co-caster, I just do well. And with a good co-caster like you, it's amazing. Anyways, Ravage pops up, catches 4. There's a charge out from Centaur, but DDX gonna go on in. He's gonna grab Pata, which is now what I'm gonna call him. The boat comes off, only really connects on Nadara. And actually, ADR is slowed down here. And fullback's trying to get away. He actually went for a Heaven's Halberd here. But a beautiful Echo Slam. It picks off the Kunkka. ADR taking a lot of damage. Does manage to bring down Earthshaker in return. But Storm bringing the blood back. Viper going to end up falling finally to the Centaur. And that's a great kill for him to be able to pick up. But the top tower is taken down by Lycan up top. They're going to trade for the tier 2 mid. But Lycan doesn't seem to want to stop.
Oh man, Lycan's a killing machine, and he's hungry.
Where are the TPs? Okay, one TP coming out. He's just gonna haste out and run.
Yeah, it makes sense. Right now, they're kind of on the back foot. The mid's pushed in a bit. Razor is not alive, so it's better to just do the more safe choice right now, which is to just go back and farm a bit up.
Yeah.
And we do actually have that Vlad's and Necro up here at 20 minutes. So crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure when he actually got the Necro 3 here, but
and
sure
boots of travel.
And boosts of travel. Yeah.
No racks are safe.
Right.
Like
no racks are safe.
I mean, bot racks is kind of safe because it's got a tower in front of it.
Build upon here. Looks like he is going to go down here.
And I think it's worth mentioning at this point, Ned is not the team's usual offlaner. It's been GRD. Ned plays support, and he's also the captain of the team. He's playing offlane because Klotz is not here tonight. And they want to put their kind of more reliable members, ADR and KongEdvard, who are very good at core roles, on those core roles. And you can't blame them for that, indeed. So.
Oh, actually, DDX going in on Geraldo here as well. He's going to get torned up, but yeah, that Orchid is enough to actually bring him down.
I was having trouble finding DDX at this point.
Right, but you know, when you say to me his name is DDX, I remember it. You know.
No. Like I just couldn't find him on the map.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Just look where I'm looking. There.
It's totally fine for you to call him DDX, because he is the legend, DDX. He's one of the better South American players.
Am I supposed to call him LDS?
Either one is fine, whatever. GRD is going to get picked off here briefly. Storm Spirit trying to zip away, actually doesn't have any mana left over, and doesn't have that Aegis either, but GRD will pay for it. Storm Spirit's unstoppable streak, though. There will be an X back on Tide, and he does have a Ravage, but not enough mana for it, and that'll be 2 kills for CNB that they desperately need at this point. They may be able to push, but Isurus can just deathball 5-man, and no, they don't particularly want to base race a Lycan,
tower is under attack.
but if they can be sure Lycan's joining the fight, they can win the fight. I'm pretty sure.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Alright, well, so, bottom, Rag's gonna be gold upon here, Matt, or bottom tower is gonna be gold upon.
Yeah, it's going to take about half health.
Yeah.
I think this is a good move by them. I mean, sure, you feed the Shaman wards, but woohoo, the wards are a whopping 30 CS. It still puts pressure on the team, makes them... It made Razor use a TP. That, I mean, sure, he got reimbursed for it with the Shaman wards, but it's still a cooldown, at least. It's baiting something out.
Yeah,
go ahead.
You bait map presence out. It basically, in my opinion, kind of like how it was in StarCraft 2, map vision, map awareness, and map presence is a whole another third kind of resource, honestly, in my opinion.
Or 3 different kinds of resources, you mean?
Yeah, I mean, you can look at it either way. I just think people need to realize how important it is. Basically, it doesn't matter what you call it, potato. Basically, map awareness and stuff like that is just important. So when you get a TP down, haste. Oh, actually, no. Dara is gonna go down on the bottom, on the top here.
The top, okay.
Tower is under attack.
And DDX gonna go in long range. He's still bottling up after that one. He wants to stun up the GRD. He's gonna get it off, and they're actually gonna be able to bring him down.
Dire's top tower.
And apparently they've killed an endangered species of wolf as well. Not too sure about that one. Ned does get slowed down. Viper is going to get taken down by Razor as well as the tower. DeYoung does have his Blink Dagger up though and is going to be able to get away from that. But now CNB are at an advantage in terms of towers, and ADR is not going for the refresher though. He's going for a BKB. And this is kind of the one breath of fresh air Isurus can get, because if he went for that refresher, either Lycan kills Jirax or Razor does. That is a terrifying build.
It is it is heavily disgusting. It is very scary to play up against. That's just refresher orb in general, honestly, in my opinion, has become much more useful.
Just in the meta.
Later patches. Exactly, as Aghanim's heroes and Aghanims have been buffed more and more.
And with heroes like Tide and Razor getting buffed, it just makes them strong. Of course, the weird thing is, Razor has been this strong for a while. He just wasn't picked.
Yeah, I think something was changed about Static Link or something.
But it was like something very minor. It wasn't like, Static Link now drains double the damage. Oh my gosh, Razor's so OP. Let's pick him. No, it was like, hey guys, did we forget about Razor? Yeah, we did. Let's pick Razor. Although it was a reaction to Void coming into the metagame, because if you get your ult off before Chronosphere goes off, you can still hit things in Chronosphere even when you're taken out. Papita's here now. He's in chat. Papita, they needed you game 1, bro. They needed you.
Who does Papita play for?
Isurus. Yeah. DeYoung is standing in for him, and DeYoung's great, don't get me wrong, but they just seem so much more confident when Papita's playing.
Yeah, it's team composition. It's important.
Yeah. Oh, Geraldo, long range zipping from Storm Spirit, took half his HP down.
Yeah, that was crazy, actually.
What is this doing here?
That was a lot of damage. Excuse me.
There's a town portal stroll just dropped. Whatever. Anyways, fullback gonna get jumped on. There's gonna be a torrent to hit, as well as the boat coming out. ADR will BKB up. And fullback is just getting drained left and right. Hit with the stomp and the double edge. Dolce, you need to back off, buddy. Does have the force staff to get away with. And there's a Gem of True Sight on the ground after that one as well, I believe. There may be another one on the ground very soon. An Echo Slam in from Earthshaker will pick off Centaur. But he'll get picked off in return. Dolce has a Ravage, but doesn't have any follow-up other than DDX, who really probably doesn't need the Ravage. Razor's ulti is expiring right now, so they can actually take him down now. They will use the Ravage in the meantime. But meanwhile, Lycan has been top. He takes down a tower, and he's going to howl for the racks.
Dire's top barracks
And Kunkka's just gone ahead and X DDX. It's a nice counter to Storm Spirit because you can X him, and if he zips away, he's only wasting mana at that point. He is going to possibly pick off Pada, who does drop a gem, and they see it, but DDX already has one, so they're not too concerned.
Wow, Wesley is really committing to this. Holy crap. Popping Shapeshift and BKB and everything.
Hey, it's worth it.
Dolce and Dion. It is worth it. It's just very interesting to see.
Like, even if he died there and got both the racks, I'll take it.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true. It's great.
10-second BKBs were made for those situations, bro.
I could just picture a Benny Hill theme song. Oh my god. Oh well. I do want to note though that Razor went from 400 damage down to below, I think it was 80 or something because of Anchor Smash. It just went from everything to nothing.
Well, it was that and the fact that he lost his drain damage that he'd gotten from Viper, I believe.
Yeah, that
well.
too. I just found it heavily comical.
Yeah.
That,
Anchor Smash plus that is. Ugh.
Yeah.
And that is one of the problems.
0 to hero, but hero to 0 instead.
I think if we just saw a slight cooldown increase on Static Link, Razor would be balanced. Because the problem is he can use it multiple times during a fight, especially if he initiates on one hero.
And maybe, dude, maybe the duration is a problem in my opinion, honestly. The buff duration is 18 seconds. When you account for the fact that ADR is basically going to be attacking and moving at the same time.
Uh-oh.
Oh, well.
Hold that thought, though. Speaking of ADR, we see him get zipped on and zapped on by the Storm Spirit, who's going to dish out a lot of damage. There's a charge off from Centaur. ADR just trying to get away here, and he will go for it. He's actually going to pop the ulti. There is a TP out from Storm, though. He just BKBs up and TPs out. They do pick off 2 and blow the Shaman wards in the meantime, but at least DDX is alive.
That was really good.
He's going for the Bloodstone now, so he wants to
might be able to turn it around.
Able. Isurus?
They're ahead in gold.
CNB, I think, are the ones that are winning right now. Isurus is barely ahead in terms of XP, and that's very important with their team.
Yeah, sure. There was a time though where they were a bit ahead, I feel like.
Yeah, and I'm really interested about this Heaven's Halberd on Viper. It doesn't seem to be doing much. Dolce is going to get X back here. DDX trying to pick off Pada, but in the meantime, GRD is just going for the Aegis. DDX has dropped the gems, so he does have room for this Aegis if he wants to try and snag it. But there is going to be a blink stop. I would have waited on that. Dolce going to throw the Ravage and catch out 3 with it. ADR, though, he doesn't have a drain available. He's got actually a lot of damage already drained out from DDX, who may not be able to get in there and steal the actual kill, but it won't get the Aegis either. Scratch that thought completely. Centaur does get picked off, though, but now they have to pick off Lycan twice. And he's still got a pretty fat BKB. Yeah, it's on 8 seconds still, and Boots of Travel to get away from you with. They are fighting him while they have relatively low health here. And actually, big hits come out, but it's not enough. I'm surprised he didn't go for Dolce there, but he's probably saving his Aegis so that he can push with it.
Yeah, probably. That would make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, oh, actually, Pada is gonna be killed off here by Storm Spirit.
Oh, Papita's PC is broken. That's so sad. I hope it gets better, man.
PC, bro. Oh.
Oh, yeah. That's why he's not playing tonight. But Isurus, I mean, they're in a decent spot. They're actually tied for 4th place with South American Rejects, who will be playing the Houses Down up next. That's right. We have not one, but 2 amazing games here tonight. And CNB are tied for first, or were tied for first up until last night with THD, who are now 1 point ahead of them since they went 1-1 with no Viper, who has picked Viper in most of their games. But,
That's cool.
yeah, exactly. I mean, I was like, no Viper. Finally, we're going to see a team that doesn't pick... Oh, first pick Viper. What?
Oh, God.
No!
I was so happy when I honestly thought you said something about Viper being banned, and I was so happy that we weren't gonna see a Viper, and then I see the fucking Viper.
No, that was last game that we saw Viper ban, and it was a 5th ban too. It was like a, we didn't pick the Zero yet? Okay. Might as well ban him out.
Jesus. Oh well.
And CNB, they've got tons of map control. Like, and actually DDX is gonna get jumped on. He tries to zip. He can't zip in time. He's X up too. Uh-oh. He missed getting X up. That's 1,000 gold going over to the Shadow Demon. Here, kid, buy yourself something nice. Because DDX is down for the count. 70 seconds and no buyback. This might just be the end right here. We are going to see a big boat coming out. It'll connect on Viper for sure. And fullback, he's going to keep trying to fight. Maybe not the best idea. He does have buyback available, though. Actually, he's got a very cheap buyback available. And DeYoung takes a lot of damage and is going to get taken down in the end here. Part of it, I think, is they haven't been able to get these Serpent Wards out at the right time. There is a nice Ravage there. Kunkka goes ahead and goes down. ADR still fighting, though. And fullback is going to turn around on him here, but it's not going to be enough. Aegis getting reclaimed in just 3 minutes, but I don't think GRD is in any danger of losing it. In fact, they're going to charge back in right now. Fullback getting slowed. Kunkka buying back into the game as well.
What happened there? Fullback wanted to actually go in on that, but he should be aware of the fact that Shapeshift was actually up.
And the Centaur's ulti is up as well.
Yeah, true.
Every 60 seconds they get free haste for the whole team. Because that's balanced. And Dolce almost gets away. He gets away from the Torrent, but he doesn't get away from anything else. And now DDX is going to try to find one pickoff. The defensive disruption comes in. There's going to be a Hex out on Pata. But is it going to be enough? GRD still has the Aegis, keep in mind. And he's going to go ahead and take out Shadow Shaman. Will drop right here and won't be back up in his ult form. And DDX actually won't get hit by this boat. Fullback going to actually hit the ulti there. But they do lose a Rax in the process. And they're hanging on by a shred of hope here. It's not much, but they do have something to go on.
Yeah, that's a problem. I don't really feel like it.
You never know, though. As actually Ned gets taken down. But that's Storm Spirit down again. And he still doesn't have buyback.
Yeah, was really the hero that kept them in the game, I feel like.
Yeah, it's always been that way with this team. Like, the Viper played relatively well, I thought, in the early game. But as soon as GRD came online with his outstanding level of farm, it's insane. And that's kind of the nature of the player. I remember the first time I saw him play, and I was like, oh my goodness. Because at that point, he wasn't actually playing Dota professionally. And he just dominated his puck mid. It was like unreal level. And GG will be called at this point. I mean, if they somehow came back from this, it would be very impressive. But we'd also be saying big throws.
That is correct. Alright, well, so this was a, what? Was it a best of 2 or best of 3?
It's a 2-game series, yeah. It's group stage right now. The top 4 teams move on to the playoffs.
Yeah. I gotta say, I really like the JDL, the best of 2 format where you play 2 games and then that's it. I really like it. It's short, it's digestive, and it offers a lot of different ways to have the game play out, you know? Kind of like football where you can draw as well. I like it.
Like the European football, yes. Okay. Real
soccer.
Football, yes. Soccer for us ignorant Americans. Yeah. I've really enjoyed that. We have another best of 2 coming right up. Kong, I'm not sure if you're sticking around. Would love to have you if you can, but
sadly, I would love to
be
had, but
you got to get sleep.
I have lean user experience design, and as much as I want to bail on that, I kind of have to because
that's a class.
Yeah, it's boring, but yeah, I have to take it. That's how it is. No. So.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for joining me. I really did appreciate it. And guys, stay tuned. The match will be coming up in about 15 minutes, hopefully. Hope you enjoyed. And before you go, Kong, one more thing. Where can they find out more about you and whatnot?
You can find me at Hitbox TV, not Twitch, but Hitbox TV, and Twitter and Facebook at KongEdvard, and basically that's it.
Yeah, be sure to check out his stream. He streams a lot. He streams some great content as well. Show him some support over on Hitbox for sure. And of course, you guys know you can find me on twitch.tv/SBRevolution5, Twitter SBRevolution5, and Facebook SBRevolution5 Dota. Stick around because we got another great game coming up. What the heck just happened? Okay, yeah. Sorry, my monitor went to sleep on me. All right, see you guys later.